Here's your bell work for 6.1. Take the time to pause it and work through it, and then we will start on 6.2 in a few minutes. Here we go. 6.2. Graphing a system of linear inequalities. Okay? You guys just graphed one linear inequality, right? Guess what we're going to do now? Graph 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Okay? And the big thing about this is we want to know where it works for all of them. Okay? So I'm going to show you shading, and then I'm going to show you my arrow method because I don't like coloring. I know it's a shocker. Okay? I don't like coloring because I always color out of the lines and different things happen and life's not good. And you'd think I'd be meticulous as a math teacher, but it's not my thing. Okay? So how do we graph feasible regions? They'll ask for this fancy word, feasible region, right here, feasible region. They'll ask for that, okay? What is that? That is the area that it works for everything, okay? So, to graph the feasible region, well, you either have to choose your method of madness. You can graph using the x and y intercepts, or you can graph using the slope intercept form. Okay? Does anyone have a favorite?
Slope intercept.
Okay, let's see. There's different favorites. So we're going to do one with the slope intercept form. We're going to do one with x and y intercepts. Okay? So the first equation, and I always do this with different colors pens. So the ones that really enjoy all these different colorful things, you're going to love this. People that don't have different color pens, you might want to grab a pencil crayon or something. So I do all the writing for the one line in one color, and I draw that line and color in that same color, and then I choose the next line with a different color, do all my work in a different color. You guys ready for this? Okay, so this first one, 2x plus y is less than or equal to 6. I'm going to find the intercepts, right? X-intercept is when? Y equals 0. So 2x plus 0 is equal to 6. Remember I go with the equal to because we're doing the actual line. So this gives me 2x is equal to 6. I divide by 2. X is equal to 3. So my point is 3 comma 0. So I found my x-intercept. Now I find my y-intercept. To find your y-intercept, you set x to 0. Thank you. So 2 times 0 plus y equals 6. So that gives me y equals 6. So 0 comma 6. That gives me my 2 points. My board's not drawing there. Okay? Are you guys okay with this? So we go all the way down to our graph. Okay? Or in this case, the other page. 3 comma 0. 3 is my x. Okay, those are there. And 6 comma 0. You just did this for your bell work, right? 6 comma 0 is right up here. Now, did it say equal to?
Yes.
If it said equal to, what happens? Solid line. And a straight line too. Okay, so use your ruler. Draw a nice straight line. Don't follow Miss Para. Okay? Oh, thank you. So, now, use a ruler. Okay, I know I didn't use a ruler, but the ruler on this thing is kind of crazy. Okay, now, notice I put arrows at the end of these lines. Why? They continue forever. They're continuous. I expect you to put arrows at the end of your line. Okay? Then we color on which side. Well, you know which side, but let's go through this. We pick a point to decide which side. So if we say yes, then we color on that side because it works for that side. If we say no, we color on the opposite side. I always pick 0, 0 if I can. So I pick 0, 0, come back here, and I pick 0, 0. 2 times 0 plus 0 is less than or equal to 6. 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. Is 0 less than 6?
Yeah.
Notice I even wrote that down. I wrote that statement down just so that you could tell that I actually was looking at it. It works. So we're going to color to the left. Okay? Now, some people like to use highlighters, and highlighters work nicely. Okay? So I'm going to grab a highlighter, and I'm going to grab a highlighter that's green, and I'm going to color, hopefully. Oh, it won't let me do it. I'm going to color with a green highlighter up here. Oh, see, there's my coloring problem. Okay. Are you guys okay with that? I hope you color nicer than I do. Okay, I'm just saying. So then, we pick a different color and we do the second one. Now, I did X and Y intercepts on this one, so the next one I'm going to do slope intercept form. Do you have to go back and forth, Morgan? No. You choose whichever one you like, okay? I'm just showing both so we have a representation of both. Okay? So, with this one, 4x minus 2y equals negative 8. I put the equal sign because I'm looking for just the line, right? Then we don't have to worry about flipping the sign if we're multiplying or dividing by a negative number. We're just looking for the line to draw. Okay? How do I get it into y equals mx plus b form? Minus 4x, so I get negative 2y is equal to minus 4x minus 8. Then, what should we do? Divide each term by negative 2. Divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. And we should get y is equal to 2x plus 4. Okay? So what do I get from this equation? I get the y-intercept and I get the slope. So which one's my y-intercept? 4. So 0, comma 4 is my y-intercept, and my slope is 2. So 0, comma 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is right here, and my slope is 2. What does that mean? Rise over run. So up 2 over 1, right? Up 2 over 1, or if I go down 2, I have to go back 1, right? And we get this nice line. Do we draw a solid line or a dotted line? Solid line. Nice straight with a ruler. Arrows on both ends. Okay? And now we have to decide which side we color on. Okay? So if I pick 0, 0, and it says yes, I'm coloring all of this side. If I pick 0, 0, and it says no, I'm coloring the opposite side. Okay? So let's go back. Which question do I plug 0, 0 into? Always the original question. Okay? So, coming back here, 4 times 0 minus 2 times 0 is greater than or equal to negative 8. 4 times 0 is 0, minus 0, so is 0 greater than or equal to negative 8?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay? So that being said, that's a yes. That means we color on the side of 0, 0 again. So coming over here, we color on this side. Grabbing my highlighter, and I want it blue, highlighting this side. Come on, color. Okay. So, any guesses what the feasible region is?
The part where the double colored.
The double color part. Okay? That's where the answer is both true, right? We want the answer that works for both of them. So, what do you do with the feasible region then? Lots of people will point it out. They'll shade it out with a darker overbearing color like black or something like that. Now both of these solids are lines are included, so you could draw it out like this, okay, and color it in. That's my feasible region, and it continues on, right? It continues all the way down. Yeah. Some people will just say the double colored is the feasible region. This is where my arrow version works so much better, and I'm going to show you my arrow version right away. Okay? Do you want me to show you the arrow version on this thing? Okay. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to erase all this. Right. Oh. Here. Erase it again. Oh, it's going to erase all of this. Come on. Okay, good. One more erasing. So, after drawing this line, instead of shading with my arrow version, I would just draw the arrows that I would shade this region. Cool? Then we draw the other one. It was a y-intercept of 0, 4 and a slope of 2. Right?
Yep.
So I go 4 and 2. So I draw the line just like I normally would. Okay? And we ended up shading here. Okay? On this side. The feasible region, can you see it? It's
Yeah.
where all the arrows are pointed together.
Hopeless.
Okay? A lot less jumble, and then you can just color in your feasible region. Either way, you are doing some coloring. This way, you're just doing less. Okay? Some people find it a lot neater. Some people that color with highlighter, it already turns a different color in your feasible region, right? And then you can just say orange or green is my feasible region. Okay? And when you do 5 or 6 lines and you color over the same spot 5 or 6 times, you guys, your paper sometimes gets yucky. Okay, so this is nice. All right. Want to try another one?
Sure.
Okay, so my question is, do you feel comfortable to jump to 3?
There's 3 in there.
Do you feel comfortable to jump to 5? Can we do the 5th one right away?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we can. Okay, that 3rd one we can come back to if we're struggling again. Okay, for that 2nd one. So, how do you draw a line that says y is greater than or equal to 0? It's a straight line. Is it a horizontal line or a vertical line? Y is greater than 0. It's going to be horizontal because where's y 0? Right here, and it's 0 all the way across. Right? So if I go to graph this first line, let's make our first line 0. You don't have to do anything to it, right? You just have to realize where's y 0? Y 0 here, it's 0 here, it's 0 here, right? Those are where y is 0. So then, did it say equal to?
Y is greater than
Greater than or equal to, okay? If it doesn't say equal to, what you have to do? Dotted line, okay? So now I put this line here, okay, using a ruler, making it nice and straight. Which way should I color? Upwards. So instead of coloring, I'm just going to put little arrows to remind me that we're going up, okay? So when I go back to this page, actually, when you write it, you probably should just write y is greater than or equal to 0 right beside your graph, because your graph's on a different page, right? Well, not you guys, but like on your assignments, your graph paper is going to be on a separate page than the question. So the next one says y is less than or equal to 4. How do we graph that? Where's y equal to 4? Y is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here, and 4 here, and 4 here. So you can see, and it's going to be a solid line because y was equal to. Now, this says less than, so which way am I shading?
Down.
Down. Good. You guys are catching on to this, really. Yes. So can you tell where the feasible region right now if we were to stop here?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, it's just that one straight horizontal bar, right? So let's take a look at the next question. It says x is greater than or equal to 1, right?
Going straight up and down on
Okay, so this will give us a vertical one. Where's x equal to 1? Right here, or here, or here, or here, right? That's where x is 1. All the way. So we draw a line all the way down. We add arrows because they continue on forever. And this question said x is greater than or equal to 1. So which way are we coloring here? We're going to go right. the other way. So, you can see the feasible region still, right? It's now this stuff right here. And less coloring, eh? Oh, I love this way. Now, the last two questions, or the last two statements, we either have to do x and y intercepts, or y equals mx plus b. Okay? We'll do y equals mx plus b on the first one, or do you want to do x and y intercepts on the first one?
X and Y intercepts because
It's really easy. So x plus y is equal to 7. I should pick a different color. So if I let x be 0, I'm solving for the y-intercept. So y equals 7, so that is 0, comma 7. And if I let y be 0, x equals 7. So it's 0, comma 7 for a y-intercept, 7, comma 0 for an x-intercept. Okay, so let's go back here. 0 and 7. 4, 5, 6, 7 right here. And 0, comma 7. No, 7, comma 0. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 right here. Dotted or solid line.
Solid.
Okay. If for some reason it was supposed to be dotted and you drew a solid one, just write the word dotted right beside the line, okay? Don't try and go back and erase it because we're using different colors all over the place. Just write dotted, okay? So I've got this thing. Do we know which way the arrows go?
So towards 0.
How do you know?
If 0 is less than or equal to 7.
So we take a point of 0, 0, and we go back to the original question. We put 0 in for x, 0 in for y. Is 0 less than or equal to 7? Yes, that's why we color towards 0, 0. Jesse was right. So now we see in arrows, we're going this way, right? So right now, you guys, our feasible region, almost a triangle, but with its head chopped off, right? Do you guys have that? Almost a triangle with its head chopped off.
I need those.
Green, purple?
Yeah, green.
Okay, last one. 2x minus y is less than or equal to 8. I need a new color. We're going to do slope-intercept form this time. So 2x minus y is equal to 8. I always go to equal because we're drawing the line. Subtract the 2x, we get negative y is equal to negative 2x plus 8. Divide by negative 1, we get y is equal to 2x minus 8. We go graph this. What's my y-intercept? Not just negative 8, 0, comma negative 8. Okay? But yes, negative 8. 0, comma negative 8. Ooh, I need to be way, way, way down here. Okay? Is it negative 8?
Yeah. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. right here. And then the slope was positive 2, right? So up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. Draw your line. And we get another little portion in there. How do we decide which side we're shading? Put in 0, 0. So go back. The original question, 2 times 0 minus 0 is less than or equal to 8. 2 times 0 is 0, minus 0 is still 0. Is 0 less than or equal to less than or equal to 8?
Yeah.
I agree. So we color on the side of 0, 0. And when we do that, it's this way, right? Okay, so there is a bunch of arrows. It does look kind of crazy, but can you see where all the arrows are pointing together?
Yep.
Okay. You just take your highlighter, you take something, and you come in here, and it's right in here, right? This section. Oh, you guys, look how nice of a color I was there. Did you give me an A in kindergarten for that?
Yeah, I give you.
Okay. How are you feeling? Is this possible? Okay. Take your time and be careful. Okay. Do whichever way you feel better. X and Y intercept, slope intercept form. Oh, good. Yes, that is a great question. Some people like to work in pencil. If you're going to work in pencil, label your line. So this was 1. So then you would label this line as 1. And that's perfectly okay. I'm just like color. But some people don't. Give me a second here. We're going to look at 6.2.